Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to Missy Lane's Book Nook. We're going to get our jam on today because we're reading books that have a beat. All of these books have a rhythm to it, so you might find yourself wanting to snap along or clap along at home, and that's okay. I hope that you do. Our first one's called Up, Down, and Around, and it's by Catherine Ayers. She's an author that lives right here in Pittsburgh. She's a local author who wrote this story all about things that grow in the garden. In the dirt, we'll dig a row, drop some seeds, and watch them grow. Dirt piles up, seeds go down, water splashes around and around. Corn grows up, carrots grow down. Cucumbers climb around and around. Peppers grow up, potatoes grow down. Pumpkins vine around and around. Broccoli grows up, beets grow down. Green beans wind around and around. Okra grows up, onions grow down. Tomatoes twine around and around. Fresh and tasty, get a bunch. Pick some, pull some. Let's have lunch. And look at all the wonderful things that they made from their vegetables that grew in the garden. Let's look closely at this picture. They made a delicious tossed salad. That's yummy and healthy. You can make soup with vegetables. It looks like over here they made a pie. What kind of pie do you think that is? Think back to what we saw in the story. What could they have used to make a pie? It's pumpkin pie. That's right. This book is making me hungry. Is it making you hungry? It's time for lunch, isn't it? Maybe, or at least a snack. Boys and girls, I have a cart full of fruits and vegetables with me here today. This might look familiar. I stole it from our play area. If you ever come to visit me at the library, you can go shopping at our play store. But I have some of the things that were mentioned in the book. A potato. Fresh corn on the cob is my favorite summertime treat. Red peppers are delicious. Do you know what this is? It's an onion. That's right. And this one was in our story. What is this? It has that bumpy green skin. Do you know what that's called? Cucumber. Cucumbers are cool and refreshing and quite tasty too. Out of all those things we read about in the book and all these fruits and vegetables that you see in my cart, which one is your favorite? Do you have one? You know, boys and girls, it's always a good idea to try new fruits and vegetables. Even if you think you're not going to like it, you always should try because you might surprise yourself. These are all tasty things in this cart. And before we move to book number 2, boys and girls, Up, Down, and Around reminds me of a cooking class that we're having this summer. I wanted to let you know about it right here at the library. You can come to a cooking class where you can learn about fruits and vegetables and things that are healthy for you. And you can learn how to put those things into a delicious salad that you can make yourself. And of course, sample too. So be sure to be on the lookout for that cooking class coming this summer. Let's move on to our next story. It's called Over in the Meadow. This one definitely has a good beat. You might want to try to keep the beat with me by slapping your legs and clapping your hands. Let's practice that. Good. You can keep on doing that while I read the story, okay? Over in the Meadow by Susan Reed. Over in the meadow, in the sand, in the sun, lived a bumpy mother toad and her little toady one. Wink, said the mother. I wink, said the one. So they winked and they blinked in the sand, in the sun. Over in the meadow, where the sky gleams blue, lived a woolly mother sheep and her little lammies too. Baa, said the mother. We baa, said the two. So they baaed and they ran where the sky gleams blue. Over in the meadow, in a hole in a tree, lived a smooth mother robin and her little robins three. Sing, said the mother. We sing, said the three. So they sang and they chirped in a hole in the tree. Over in the meadow, in the reeds on the shore, lived a spiky mother muskrat and her little muskrats four. Dive, said the mother. We dive, said the four. So they dived and they burrowed in the reeds on the shore. Over in the meadow, in a snug bee hive, lived a fuzzy mother bee and her little bees five. Buzz, said the mother. We buzz, said the five. So they buzzed and they hummed in the snug bee hive. Over in the meadow, in a nest built of sticks, lived a shiny mother crow and her little crows six. Caw, said the mother. We caw, said the six. So they cawed and they called in their nest built of sticks. Over in the meadow, where the grass is so even, lived a furry mother mouse and her little mousy seven. Squeak, said the mother. We squeak, said the seven. So they squeaked and they sniffed in the grass soft and even. Over in the meadow, by the old mossy gate, lived a scaly mother lizard and her little lizards eight. Bask, said the mother. We bask, said the eight. So they basked in the sun by the old mossy gate. Over in the meadow, where the stream water shines, lived a slippery mother fish and her little fishies nine. Swim, said the mother. We swim, said the nine. So they swam and they leapt where the stream water shines. Over in the meadow, in a sly little den, lived a hairy mother spider and her little spiders 10. Spin, said the mother. We spin, said the 10. So they spun lacy webs in their sly little den. The end. But look at the back of this book, boys and girls. They give you more facts about each of the animals that we read about in the book. They tell you about these animals that all live in or near a meadow. Did you ever hear of a muskrat before? You can learn more about it right here. And it tells you about the lizard and about spiders and crows and all the different animals that we read about over in the meadow. Great job. Did you keep the beat at home? Oh, good, I'm glad. Let's continue with that very same beat and do an old nursery rhyme that I'm sure you all know. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1, the mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock. Remember? Let's keep going. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 2, the mouse said boo! Hickory dickory dock. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 3, the mouse said whee! Hickory dickory dock. I knew you'd remember that one, boys and girls.
Hi everybody, Al Levine, the Talking Machine here. Guess what time it is? It's time for the second annual Designer Bag Bingo. Join us Friday, May 6th at the Bethel Park Community Center. Doors open at 6:30 p.m.
Tickets are $25 each and are available at the Bethel Park Public Library
and at EV True Value Hardware.
Proceeds from the Designer Bag Bingo benefit the Bethel Park Volunteer Scholarship Fund, administered through the Bethel Park Community Foundation. The bags are on display at the Bethel Park Public Library if you'd like to get a peek at them before the event.
For more information, call 412-831-3304.
Join us May 6th for the second annual Designer Bag Bingo.
All I wanted was just one book.
I have one more story that I want to share with you, boys and girls. And this one is called This Old Van. So this story is about a grandma who's taking a trip, and I wonder where she's going. You can see she's in her hippie van. Grandma must have grown up in the 60s, and she's what you call a hippie. So you'll see the peace signs and the flowers decorating her van. This is called This Old Van, and it's by Kim Norman. You can try to keep that same beat at home, boys and girls, or you can snap your fingers or sing along, because I think this tune is going to sound familiar. This old van, she passed one, shining in the rising sun, with a click, clack, rattle, rack, ready for some fun. This old van says goodbye, one. She's on her way. She passed up one train, but I wonder where she's going. Do you have any guesses yet? Let's keep reading and see if we can figure it out. This old van, she passed two, friendly flaggers wave her through, with a click, clack, rattle, rack, tooting at the crew. This old van says goodbye too. She passes two construction vehicles on her way. Kind of has to go through a detour, doesn't she? This old van, she passed three, plowing round a tulip tree, with a click, clack, rattle, rack, baggage flying free. This old van says goodbye, three. Still on her way, and this time she passed three what? What are those called? Tractors, you guessed it. 1, 2, and 3. Red, green, and blue. This old van, she passed four, roaring toward the grocery store, with a click, clack, rattle, rack, pedal to the floor. This old van says goodbye, four. She passed four big trucks on the road. Looks like now she's on the highway. Still don't know where she's going. Where do you think? Okay, let's see if you're right. This old van, she passed five, zigging up a zagging drive, with a click, clack, rattle, rack. When will she arrive? This old van says goodbye, five. What kind of cars did she pass now? Those are fancy old-fashioned cars, huh? That one looks like sort of like a rocket ship. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's that van in the lead. This old van, she passed six, hauling 500,000 bricks, with a click, clack, rattle, rack, splitting oil slicks. This old van says goodbye, six. Now what did she pass? Six what? 6 dump trucks. Very good. This old van, she passed 7, honking horns at hot fudge heaven, with a click, clack, rattle, rack, flat on Route 11. This old van says goodbye, 7. Ooh, look at that ice cream store that they just passed. Hot fudge heaven. I want to stop there. Delicious. I bet you she's almost there wherever she's going. She's getting there by now. This old van, she passed 8, riding high as shiny freight, with a click, clack, rattle, rack. Now she's running late. This old van says goodbye, 8. Uh-oh, she better step on the gas. She doesn't want to be late. Let's count those cars on this truck's flatbed, though. Let's see if there's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. This old van, she passed 9, just before the county line, with a click, clack, rattle, rack, glad to see the sign. This old van says goodbye, 9. Now she passed 9 school buses, and she's almost there because she sees the sign. The sign says All-State Youth Championships today. Championship? Welcome to Vroom County. This old van, she passed 10, dodging dirt clouds now and then, with a click, clack, rattle, rack, wipers on again. This old van says goodbye, 10. 10 dirt bikes splashing mud under her windshield. She had to put those wipers on. And now I bet you she's there. I'm curious, boys and girls. Are you curious? Where is she going to arrive? This old van, caked in grime, picks up speed for one last climb. With a click, clack, rattle, rack, proudly in her prime. This old van is right on time. Look where she is, the All-State Youth Championship Downhill Derby. It looks like she might have been going to visit her grandson. Where is he? He's at a derby. He'll be racing a car of his own. I wonder which car is his. There was a big clue, I think, on the first page, boys and girls, that we sort of missed. Let's go back and read at the first page. This is right before she left, when she passed that train on her way. Before she gets in the car, she's reading a letter. You want me to read it to you? It says, "Dear Gramps and Granny, I'm going to be in a roller derby. Please come and don't be late or you'll miss it. Love, Jake." That's where she was going. I just wanted to see if you could guess it. So that was a fun song that we could actually sing that had a fun beat. All of those books had a great beat, didn't they? And I enjoyed reading them to you. You know where you can come to get lots more books with a beat. You probably know Pete the Cat and Jamberry, one of my favorites. What about Chicka Chicka Boom Boom? Those are all great books to read, good ones that have a rhythm. You can come check them out, as many as you'd like at the library, anytime that you'd like at the library. So I sure do hope you come and visit me soon, in person. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time on Missy Lane's Book Nook. Bye-bye.